All right, let's see. Going on, people. Mhm. All right. Welcome back. We are back in nature. As you can tell, I'm somewhere near uh in the mystical lands of Ras Al Khaimah. I guess the term is called glamping. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Just taking a 4 day adventure here from the glittery glam of Dubai to the glamorous nature here in Ras Al Khaimah. So yeah, speaking about nature, let's look at the crypto space. It's back to its crazy wild roots. And right now, I'm just trying to say what's happening on CoinGecko. Yeah, it is kind of red out here. Let me see if I can share my screen. Oh yeah, there's also there are also uh, there are like dogs and cats roaming around. So don't be surprised. And yeah, here we are. Um, because I remember a couple of days ago it was 43,000. Now it's around hovering around like 36,000, gone way down. I mean, some people expecting to go more further, but but we will see. But we'll see. And let me stop sharing. All right, cool. But yeah, anyways, I wanted to talk about, yeah, you're going to hear the usual news cycle. You'll see a lot of folks coming out of the woodworks, just kind of talking about, yeah, it's going down to zero. The usual conversation about, uh, I guess particularly with Bitcoin Core BTC, uh, which is the usual. I guess the usual talking points is going to go down to zero, all that stuff, which I heard many times during 2015, 13, 15, 17. So. But what is interesting is that objectively, I would agree with them. Now, as far as the the current state of where BTC is, it doesn't really resemble the peer-to-peer electronic cash system that I love. I know about. I know if you talk to some of the Renaissance men and women back in the early days in this space in cryptocurrencies and also in the blockchain space, which a lot of the crypto, which almost all the cryptos are based on. They're based on the blockchain or the DLT, the distributed ledger technology. So, it, definitely I'm not a really big fan of Bitcoin or BTC because it has, instead of becoming this peer-to-peer electronic cash transaction system for the world, it has become more of a hodling. If you're new to the space, you'll hear this term hodl quite a lot, which is basically a misspelled word of hold. It's just become sort of like a investment vehicle. Now, here in this site called RAK Glamping, right next to I guess like the community washrooms and stuff, they have like cokes and ice cafes and all that stuff. It costs $5. Now, if I wanted to pay them $5 in say BTC, or also you can throw in say in Ethereum or whatever. The problem is that the transaction fees are ridiculous. ridiculously high. It doesn't make sense. I mean, you'll hear the conversation with the Lightning Network and stuff, but my problem is that it is a second layer solution. I mean, like the point is that my thing is that it needs to solve the transaction levels on the layer one protocol. That's my contention, but I guess unfortunately most of the market, most of the market is not aware of it, or they don't care about this stuff, and generally also some people are kind of stupid too. So uh, I guess obviously the pioneers, the people who are seeing it coming and all, they are in the minority, like a small group. So, but eventually, they will come to a point where they'll realize that there are other blockchain-based solutions which can solve a lot of problems which BTC, Ethereum, or many of the older blockchains are current, the issues they're currently facing. So this is where what I'm saying right now, and as if you've been following the Cryptocosm, basically it's all about how cryptocurrencies and blockchain-based solutions are going to revolutionize our internet, information, and money. So in the next 10 years or so, you're going to see a totally different world. The way we live life is going to be different than what we're living now. And hi, hi, hi. Hey, oh wait, oh, sorry. Let me just. There you go. There you go, guys. So yeah, it's kind of fun. It was really cool. You get to see such interesting pets out here. But so yeah. But anyways, just speaking about nature, the current scenario. You're definitely going to see a lot of changes. Who knows? There's some folks who I talk to who are directly involved in the crypto space or the blockchain space. They're working on different protocols and stuff. They do expect this event called the flippening, where Ethereum specifically will overturn a BTC in terms of dominance. So this is going to be this is definitely going to be interesting. There are a lot of people who are working on um, different solutions for Ethereum. They're working on other there's other layer one protocols out there, like through an Avalanche, Solana. Um, I mean, there's some. Sorry, there's so many out there. So, anyways, it's I could see I could see the tides are changing. My outlook I have shared with some people who are actually way active, way smarter than me. I could see particularly privacy coins or privacy protocol, like privacy coins like say Monero, Pirate Chain. Um, there's also Zano, um, and there are several others. Like especially I'm definitely big into Monero and Pirate Chain, but I'm also open to uh, other privacy options. Just because you know for like any other investor, any other um, like any regular person, like who's trying to preserve their capital, their wealth, their savings, trying to protect their future. You gotta have some sort of hedges, hedge against inflation, hedge against you know um, downturns or whatever. So it just makes sense, so. Um, I know that there are those who tend to be sort of I would say Monero maximalists or even BTC maximalists. They would get pretty annoyed they were, that I would make such statements. But hey, um, I'm seeing, like I am seeing a different future compared to what they have. I mean, obviously they have a lot of things at stake. Look, I also have my skin in the game. You know, with supporting Monero openly, Pirate Chain. There's also Dero. I know a lot of people are ignoring that, but eventually people will figure out. It's just that it's really a matter of time. Those guys work on their marketing, even some Monero too. But there's some interesting ones are coming up, which as you know, many of you know that I started working with FMFW, which stands for Free the Money, Free the World. FMFW is the rebrand of Bitcoin.com exchange, and uh, its main message to the world out there is to free the money, free the world. So this is something exciting. This is actually part of the natural fabric of cryptos and blockchain. You know, where you know the the capability of humanity, or how we want to term it, is going to be 100% unleashed. That's going to be the real nature of what cryptos and blockchain-based solutions are gonna do. So, and it's not going to be concentrated on like few hands. It's going to be decentralized. The individual, the minority, the largest minority on the planet is the individual, like you and me. We all are different. There's no like particularly different racial groups or whatever's out there, but there is this change or flippening where instead of big institutions or certain kinds of agencies out there, they are going to be losing control. It's part of this change in nature. As you can tell, we are in beautiful nature. Um, uh, so yeah, so there's something I am really excited about, and with my work with FNFW, I I think it's going to be a pretty interesting ride. So, but for now, with the market going red, I know you will hear the usual natural call of critics who are coming in and talking about how it's bad and yada yada yada, and just a lot of noise. But for me, my goal is not to make a lot of noise, but is to bring voice to the main goals, the main purpose for cryptos and blockchain-based solutions, and that is to free the money, free the world, to uh, to give more power to the individual, to many individuals all around the world, like to each and every one, and they can use blockchain-based solutions to build their businesses without any actual third parties. They can be able to um, actually communicate values, communicate interest with the new definition of money, and that is coming from cryptos. Because in the end, if you really think about what money is, I mean, there's a difference between money and currency, but money in particular is a store of value, but it also communicates value to the marketplace. And um, for example, like me and Lisa, like we wanted to come here for like 4 days, and we are exchanging our fiat money for uh, the opportunity to enjoy this beautiful nature, to communicate with with a lot of dogs, and you gotta like feed tortoises. Oh, can't even pronounce. I know she's laughing at me. Like what? We get to see horses. We get to like see squirrels and stuff. So that's something we really value. We value. We are communicating to the owners over here that hey, we value nature. We value, the outdoors. We value, like bonfires and cookouts and stuff. than our uh, fiat paper. So if you try to think in the deep sense, money or then the current state currencies is a language that we are trying to communicate value to other human beings we are interacting. So uh, so in many ways too, if it is a language, if it's a communication, it is also a form of free speech. So this is also, I guess some of you now know where I'm treading, where I'm going with this. So, but we will talk about that in another segment. But I wanted to, the reason I'm doing this video is, just kind of like, kind of talk about the usual, to expect the nature of our critics who are going to make a lot of noise about, the market's going red, it's going down, all that bad news. Um, but I'm here to not make noise, but to bring voice to how cryptos and blockchain-based solutions are going to revolutionize our internet, our information, and our money. So that is what I'm here for. I'm here for the long haul, and yeah. And also, also many of you know too that I'm also have my other podcast, which is called the Finfluential, where I sit down with some of the most influential people in money and finance. And last week I got a chance to talk to the chairman and CEO of Gold Royalty Corp, David Garofalo. This guy is a veteran in the precious metals and base metals and mining industries. So his operations covers all of the Americas, from North America, Central America, and South America. So definitely involved in gold, silver, and copper. Um, he has, I think he also has an amazing executive team. I mean, these guys have, I would say, it, over 400 years of experience. If you calculate all the executives in the team, the experience, they cover, the mining industry, uranium, copper. So I mean, this is really cool stuff, and I get to, you get to learn about, some of the fundamental principles they have applied in investing, and also about what also I got to learn a little bit of how they learned about why they care about history, and how history does play an important role in how you view money, view entrepreneurship, that kind of stuff. So this the same thing you apply in the precious metal space. There is also the similar. It has also value in the cryptocurrency market. So yeah. So anyways, that's about it. That's my conversation about crypto in nature. So anyways, oh I got so much of fun happening right now. But anyways, uh, I'll definitely drop another video on YouTube and see where this where where our timeline entering in. So anyways, y'all be good, y'all be safe. I'll talk to you soon. I'm gonna enjoy this nature. So anyways, gotta go. Bye for now.